Welcome, my name's David Bailey. I'm a life coach. I do personal coaching, helping people transform their relationship to fear to create a life of meaning and purpose. And I've just come back from Phuket. I was there last week helping support a charity called Send Me On Vacation. And this charity is for women that have had breast cancer, and it offers them a holiday of rejuvenation and recovery where they get to meet other women, other survivors, connect with them, and have a beautiful experience in an exotic part of the world, and also do some emotional healing for themselves. And I was asked to help with this charity last year when I was living in Samui. I agreed to do it because I thought it's a wonderful goal that they've got for this, and I'd love to help. But I was also very nervous when I went away from the meeting. I started to get insecure because I thought, I've never had cancer, I'm a man, I don't have breasts. What could I possibly say that helped to these women? I don't want to come off like I know what their experience is like. Fortunately, I spoke with a good friend of mine. She is a life coach and she has also had breast cancer. And she reassured me and said, David, you, absolutely what you have to offer would be of value to them. And it's all about connecting and holding space, and just help me see that, okay, we're talking about human connection here. That's something I can do. And also understand a little bit of the common issues that come with women that have had breast cancer. And that gave me the confidence and reassurance that, absolutely, let's do this. And the feedback from last year was very good. I did workshops, private sessions. The women were very appreciative, and it went really well. And at the same time, if I'm honest, felt like I didn't do the best job I could have. And there was one particular session with a lady that had terminal cancer, and I knew she was going through a very difficult time and was struggling. And so we had a private session, and we were exploring what the one thing that she needed to really give attention to in her life that was of uppermost value to her. And she began to talk about her job, her work, and I could see she was really uncomfortable in this conversation. It wasn't easy for her. She was struggling with it. And I was also feeling uncomfortable because I could see her tension. I felt my throat getting tighter. I felt a knot in my stomach. And I wanted to say to her, look, it's okay, you can be vulnerable, you can be honest. I want to give you the most attention and dedication I can right now to help support you in this. That if we are willing to be honest here, we have an opportunity to really potentially transform something in your life that can make a huge difference. And I didn't say that. I got scared, I got nervous because I could see her discomfort, and I was worried that this would upset her, and so I held back. And I regret that. I feel like I failed her. I wasn't as good as I could have been. I put my own emotional fear in front of helping her, and it's something I really regret. And I didn't want to make the same mistake twice. I didn't want to do that this year. I thought I need to be braver. I need to be more bold in going beyond my own insecurities. And so we had a workshop, and a topic that I wanted to explore was what people value in their life, because I knew every woman there had been through a tremendous amount of pain and suffering. They'd had breast cancer, they'd had the chemo, they'd had all the emotional trauma related to that. And so they would understand from a unique perspective, because they had literally looked death in the eye, what the value of life was. And that was something that I wanted to explore, to really help them have a difficult conversation, make changes if they needed to, order to live life in accordance to what they prioritize. And so I was honest, I shared that, and we explored it. And it wasn't some monologue, it was a conversation and contribution of every woman in that room, and they were brave and they were vulnerable, and it was an honor to support them. And I realized that people really appreciate your honesty when you are honest, when you're afraid but you're honest anyway. the intention behind it really comes through, and my intention was one of love and support, and people felt that and received it like that. And it doesn't mean, of course, everybody will always receive that, but the probability is high, and it's necessary for your own personal growth, for the development of your own relationships, that we kind of do this, and it can be very frightening. And it was inspiring to be around those women that had been through very difficult times, physically, emotionally, mentally, and come through the other end, and to hear how they were living life, and, you know, willing to share with somebody who they didn't know very personal information in order to really help and go beyond that. And it was a wonderful experience. So if there's something in your life that you want to change, or feel differently about, and perhaps go beyond, then send me a message, and I'm happy to have a private conversation about that. And if you would like to help support a very worthwhile charity, there's a link to the charity below. It's called Send Me On Vacation. It's there to help support breast cancer survivors, and I would very much appreciate if anybody wants to help a donation to that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.